Hello and welcome to the semi-finals of the America's 2016 Winter Championship brought to you by the Hearthstone Championship Tour. We are getting underway with Game 5 between Zen Style and Puffin. For those of you just joining us, Puffin is coming in off a big win at the Innkeeper Showdown tournament, beating Brian Kibler in a close match. However, Zen Style has sort of fallen off the radar for almost a year now, and is looking for a big finish to get that fire burning again. Puffin just took a victory against Zen Style's Temple Mage with a strong Alex Straza finish from his own Freeze Mage deck to even the series at 2-2, and now just needs a win with his Rogue list to advance to the finals. And we are getting underway with Game 5 of Zen Style vs. Puffin. Zen Style is going to be on the coin for this matchup. That'll play a pretty significant role in this Tempo Mage versus Rogue game. The Rogue would like to use that to combo with things like SA7 Agent or Eviscerate to get that extra damage. But Zen Style's Tempo Mage can use it to buff up the Mana Worm, get a pretty explosive start, or generate Fireball later in the game with Archmage Antonidas. And it looks like he's going to be saving it for the latter. He doesn't want to play his Mana Worms out into the board clear of Puffin. Puffin does have that Blade Flurry and is going to be able to get a Sharp Sword Oil equipped if he needs to, has that preparation as well. So Zen Style with the more conservative route, not looking to run over Puffin with the early game damage. He's going to try and tempo out this win, use his cards in that manner. So he could be going for a pretty fast start and then just try to close the game out later with Burn. Rogues do run Antique Healbot, don't have a lot of ways to recover, but with this start from Zen Style, Puffin's able to dispatch it with a prepped Eviscerate, followed by an SI7 Agent. So using the preparation early by Puffin does limit some of his options later. Game won't be able to prep out that Sharp Sword Oil or a Sprint if he needs to. And Zen Style able to respond to this SI7 Agent with a pair of spells of his own and ends up with his own 3-3, even though he is down on cards in hand. Puffin is gonna have to equip that Sharp Sword Oil, gonna miss out on the combo, but will be able to clear out that Mana Worm and put himself on the board advantage and the card advantage, though at a bit of a life deficit, going to be dropping down to 24 real soon. Zen Style, not a lot going on, doesn't have any minions to develop his own board, might just be playing that Mirror Entity next turn. And that looks like it will be the play. Also has drawn a Mirror Image, and rather than saving that to combo with something like Flame Waker or Antonidas, getting that on the board to protect whatever he steals or eat a charge of Puffin's buffed up weapon. Puffin had mana for either Azure Drake or the Sludge Belcher. It's a bit of a toss-up there. Zen Style is going to have to devote a card to dealing with the Sludge Belcher, whereas if it were the Azure Drake, he could have just traded the copied Drake back into it. And now Puffin's going to be able to finish off the Sludge Belcher copy using the rest of that weapon chart, so works out slightly in his favor, and Puffin now able to play out that Drake. So a Lothab drawn for Puffin. Might just have that as a strong, well-costed body. Is not going to really need to use it to break up any late-game plays by Zen Style. And a Kel'Thuzad is drawn off that Unstable Portal. Unfortunately, even though it is a pretty powerful legendary, I don't think it's going to have much of an impact on this game. Puffin Sap going to be able to return that to Zen Style's hand and deal a pretty significant tempo blow to Zen Style if he does play that out. So Zen Style also has that Antonidas, will be able to generate at least one Fireball using the coin if he chooses to play that out next turn. I think he's going to go the safe route and play out the Azure Drake here. Though he does have mana for Antonidas, he would not be able to protect that and could pass the turn without generating any fireballs, assuming it doesn't get sapped. So now Puffin, with quite the board control here, might be looking to sprint while he's in a bit of a calm situation. Doesn't have too much to deal with from Zen Style. Will be able to get through and kill that Azure Drake with deadly poison, and then trading one of his own minions for it. So that's what he's looking to do. Has drawn a pair of backstabs, so that's going to make that counterspell a little bit rough for Zen Style. Puffin's going to be able to get another pretty strong tempo play by catching that out with just the 0 mana backstab. And that's going to leave Zen Style at yet another mana disadvantage. So looking to find a solution to that Lotheb with that Arcane Intellect does not come across anything, and he's going to be kind of stuck playing this Kel'Thuzad. 6/8, not a weak minion, but with Puffin having that sap, and Zen Style certainly afraid of that, especially after the 4 cards drawn off of Sprint. Not in the position he wants to be. And the Violet Teacher coming down from Puffin, going to be able to generate an additional minion using the sap, and Zen Style definitely not in great shape. No longer gets that 3 mana discount that he initially had on the portal, and that Kel'Thuzad's not looking very good right now. He is going to be able to generate 2 fireballs off of this Antonidas, but unfortunately the counterspell not going to do much in this scenario. Puffin has even drawn a minion to check the secret, see if it's mirror entity, and then he'll be safe to correctly play a backstab to break that counterspell and finish off the Antonidas. And Puffin, with an overwhelming board advantage here, finds out that he's not facing down mirror entity and gets to break that counterspell. As long as Puffin can stay relatively safe for minions, he should be fine. Facing down 2 fireballs, but that's not going to be fast enough to reduce his 19 health, especially with the amount of minions that Puffin was able to generate on his turn using that Violet Teacher. Now Puffin is applying the pressure here, and is choosing to use Eviscerate while he has the mana to spare, and takes Zen Style to 6 health. Zen Style has the Flame Waker. He's going to try and clear off with some Flame Waker juggles and the Fireball. And those are 2 pretty good bounces. That's about as good as he can do with that. And not optimal there, but he does deal with another 1/1.
Nothing can stop me.
And
Nothing.
Going to try and hold off against Puffin's remaining cards is at 6 life, and Dr. Boom is going to make this a little bit difficult for Zen Style. He's going to need to draw into something pretty tricky. Not sure if many of the commonly played Tempo Mage cards will help him here. He needs something like an Ice Block to get through, and even then it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Going to be going to a mere 2 life, or Puffin may choose to clear. Okay, chooses to clear, the very safest. And Zen Style drawing a Conjure. Could hit Frost Nova? But no Frost Nova is found, and that will be the game. Puffin facing down Assured Lethal, might actually just die in the Boombots right here. Goes to 2, and Puffin has his choice of ways to finish off Zen Style here, showing that he had the heal bot, although he didn't have room to play the heal bot if Zen Style had found a Frost Nova. But we'll lose this game, and Puffin's going to advance to the finals. Zen Style has fallen to Puffin's Rogue in Game 5, and Puffin will advance to the finals, which we shall see later this evening. Thank you everyone for joining me, and have a great night.